All right. Good night. That's the first time I say that to start a stream, but hey, I hope you have a good night. I hope you're doing well. Um, Episode 40 of the Backlog benchmark tonight. We're doing something weird, something different. Android games, phone games, but on PC. Once you've got the Google Play games beta, um, you need to go in your BIOS and mess around with your settings a little bit and figure out how to turn on, I think it's hardware acceleration or something like that. There's something that you need to go and unlock in your bio. But once you've got that, you're allowed to play Google Play games on your PC. So, without further ado, guys, we're gonna get into the Android library. I technically have 3 other things that I've in the past installed on my account. I also have games that are... What's happening here? I didn't pause. I don't remember pausing. I also have games that no longer appears in my library, even though Google Play acknowledge at times that I own those games. They're just like, well, it used to run on old Android version, and basically those games are kind of like unrunnable right now for whatever the reason. Either it's the dev's responsibility or they just don't care for old games, and I'm guessing one of the reasons is because those games were good. Like, there was no microtransaction in them. It was just pure gaming, actual good gaming on my little phone. Some of the best portable games I've ever had. No jokes. From most of them from a company called Noodle Cake, I think. Cake Noodle, but I think it's Noodle Cake. And those games were amazing. I think I mentioned it actually more than once during my streams. And I also mentioned each time that recently I got at least one of them on PC. I'll try to feature it hopefully soon on the benchmark. Also give me a reason to play it, right? But give me a second here. Sorry, I just ate. I guess it's the allergy that starts as soon as I start the stream. But yeah, Yuma Musamune, we played that, we featured that in the previous episode of the benchmark already. Minion Masters, I tried to play that on my phone, and when I tried to play it on my phone, I couldn't log in to my account, and they kind of wanted to force me to play with like a new account from scratch on my phone, and I was like, I'm not adding that, no. Either you let me play my Steam account or I don't play on my phone. And I'm probably just too dumb to figure it out. I'll try again at some point, maybe. But all that to say that we will try to feature it as a showcase on the Backlog benchmark, Minion Masters, at some point. But I don't think we're going to do it on the Google Play beta, just because I cannot log into my account, or at least I couldn't, and I don't want to start a new account. That would be kind of dumb. Destiny 2 Companion, yeah, that's not really a game, it's just for Destiny 2. It allows you to get from orbit, you can collect bounties, and I think I'm not even sure if you can see your inventory and stuff. You cannot do much from the companion, for what I remember. It was kind of limited. But anyway, it's not really a game. But yeah, those 3 are in my library because of that. Otherwise, this is one of the only games I've ever... I don't think I needed to buy it. I think it was kind of free. I might have bought it, but I'm not sure. My memory of this game is that I had this game on 3DS, and on 3DS, I'm pretty sure it was not free. And it was actually kind of like a complete game. It was relatively good in my memory. On phone, it felt cheap, even though it looks visually to be pretty much the same game I play on 3DS. It felt cheap on phone, and one of the things I didn't like when I played it on my phone back when I added it on my account on my first mobile phone, I guess, like a few years ago. Because for like 20 years I didn't have a mobile phone, no joke. I didn't have a cell phone. I was like, fuck that shit, I don't want one. So I'm like late in the party for those games. One of the reasons why I want to get into those, I'm kind of curious, because for my job, I was kind of like, I had to sometimes test on phone, and I was like, well, I'm, I always feel like I don't know much about those games because I don't personally play games on my phone, and the games I play on my phone are not the, mainstream, like the things that everybody plays. I play like the stuff I was talking earlier at the beginning of the stream, like noodle cake. I think I have them on my humble account, so I don't know if there's a way I can somehow download them and figure out a way to emulate old Android. I don't know. I would like to play those games again. All that to say, this one I have a little bit of experience with it, so it should go fast, hopefully. This, I should have experience with it. I have it on Steam. I feel like I played it like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or something. Like, I played it on Steam, but I really didn't get into it. And back then when I played it, I was not as open-minded when it comes to game, if you want. Like, I was still, I'm pretty sure, a Nintendo fanboy. And back when I was a Nintendo fanboy, no joke, I was close-minded. I had my idea of what games are and stuff like that, and there's a bunch of stuff that I was not getting into at all. And this is more like an idle clicker game, so I think that's one of the reasons why I was like, what is this? They probably want me to put some money in this. I don't want to play that. That's kind of dumb, boring, and I just didn't get into it. So we're gonna give it a second chance today. Fallout Shelter. So yeah, roll the ball, slide puzzle. Roll the ball, like I said, I'm convinced I had that on 3DS, but it was a good version. Find a cat, spot it, Neko, Atsume, kitty collectors. Not sure, but those looks like the games we've seen recently on recent episode of the Backlog Benchmark, where we need to find a bunch of cats, 100 cats, or sometimes more, sometimes less, but more or less 100 cats. And those looks like those games, but for phone. So are they gonna be free? I doubt it. So what's gonna be the gimmick? How are they gonna ask me for money? Are they gonna be like the game on Steam where you have a demo version, so to speak? You have like the first level for free, and then if you want the second level or more levels, you need to pay for them. Something like that. I don't know. I'm curious. And whenever I made this selection here and I downloaded this and I prepped that like almost a month ago, like many weeks ago, I did all of the episode 27 up to a level episode 40 or something like that. I had like over 10 episodes ready in advance, and I decided to go after I've selected. I didn't even notice that I picked two of those that were like cat collector stuff. But I decided to go with something completely random that was kind of like in the featured section of like, you should play that. And there was like titles like Mazume and what's the popular one? I try to remember the name. Zenless Zone Zeros and stuff like that. Watering Waves and what's the other one? Genshin Impact. Like, you know, those games. I'm pretty sure those games have like a Android version, phone app type of version, and I'm pretty sure they were in that featured section, and I saw that, and I don't even remember what it's supposed to be, like some sort of a RPG maybe, or some sort of shooter. I don't know. I just know it was like, okay, this is gonna be like a modern, actual kind of like phone game, what it's supposed to be about, because the other ones are gonna be kind of like a bit cheap, a bit like management game, kind of idle, or at least casual type. And I'm guessing this is gonna be a bit more like high production. All right, I've talked for like a good 10, 15 minutes, I'm sure. That was a long intro in my mind. Way longer than what I wanted for this. But yeah, and in any cases, what guys, I forgot to say, as always, if during the rating, if you have any feedback about how you feel about the games yourself, if you think that I misclassify them, miscategorize them, and stuff like that, I want your feedback. So leave me a comment on Ramble on YouTube, or if you're watching live, don't hesitate to mention anything. And what are we doing here tonight, right? Backlog Benchmark. What is it about? We sit down for a few hours and try to figure out what are those things. And of those games, or those 5 games tonight, what are they, and are they any good? Like, are should we even play them? That's the question we want to answer. But also, what are they? So, without further ado, if I can stop talking for no reason and focus on task at hand here, what should we do first? I kind of want to do one of the cat, because I feel like it's gonna go fast, right? But at the same time, this one I kind of know what it is and what it's supposed to be, so I kind of want to get into it just to, feel like we've done it. Yeah, maybe we can kind of go more or less in order like that or something. Maybe we can end with this one though. Sorry. I feel like this one should probably be the last, just because I'm kind of like looking forward to it as, like, pièce of résistance. Uh, it's weird how I'm saying that. Give me a second. All right. I'm really sorry about that, but my allergy were like severe. And I think I might have to cough again. Give me a second. Very sorry about that. All right. Um. Yeah, let's go roll the ball. It's been super long too, so I guess I'm kind of looking forward to play this again. So this is one of the rare games, like I said, that I've ever played on my phones. I had like, what, 3 phones, I guess? Yeah, 3 phones. And I don't even know if I played it on which one. Maybe the second one and the first one. I don't think I played it recently, so all that to say, not a bad game in my memories, but the free version is a mobile game, so there might be some ads, or there's a reason why I didn't like playing it. Okay, so there's multiple modes, I think. Star mode, classic mode, moving mode, rotation mode. Let's try star mode, because that's what I remember playing on my, not my phone, but on 3DS. You had to collect all the stars, and I don't know if there was like some of them without the stars or whatever, but I see see, as you can tell, I didn't play much as far as Google Play is concerned. They don't remember me getting that far in this. Well, let's just play the first one again. So the game is very simple. Oh my god, this is loud for me at least. Yeah. 3-star system, very straightforward, right? And the idea is that you have a limited amount of moves. Oh, not in this mode. There's modes that's like puzzle modes where you have a limited amount of moves and you need to figure out how to place the blocks correctly, but with the least amount of movements. Okay, so here. I'm like, oh shit, I guess I was not supposed to. It's the one I'm supposed to. There we go. So yeah, what is it? Well, it's a puzzle game, right? Obviously. Give me a second here. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, 3-star system. Very common with the phone games and stuff like that. But yeah, the game is very simple. It's really relaxing too. It's not like a super hyper challenging game. There's no music though, you know, because there's no music, I'm gonna put that music back just to feel like I have music. Ready for a real challenge? So this one's gonna be actually supposedly harder. I'm not sure where the challenge is, but okay. All right. So I think we get the drill, right? What is it? Is it fun? I remember having a lot of fun with this on my 3DS. So I feel like it could be a decent game. I wouldn't say like it's like 5 out of 5 and stuff like that. But for some reason, back when I got that on 3DS and I didn't know it was a phone game, and my version of 3DS game was actually good. It felt like it was a complete game, and there was like a bunch of levels and there was a bunch of modes too. Like I'm gonna try to go back to the menu, see if we can see the other mode real quick. Classic mode, moving mode, carry the ball, rotation mode. Moving. Everything is locked here for some reason. Classic mode. Let's see classic mode, what it's different here. Try to move the block. Okay. It doesn't say. Okay, now it counts the amount of moves. So I'm guessing that's what's different. In the other one, all matters is that you try to collect the stars. And this, there's no star. It's not about the stars. It's about how many moves are you gonna use. Can you figure out the puzzle? So I already like this mode better, even though it's kind of fun to collect the stars. And it's kind of a relaxing mode, right? It's kind of casual mode. This is the serious mode. So yeah, you have those two modes. And yeah, like I said, game pretty good, like not a bad game. You want to quit? Yes. Right, let's go to the stop flashing. Okay, calm down, calm down. Let's go to here. So the first game we featured tonight was a roll the ball. And the reason why we feature it first, one of the reasons was, as you can tell here, it says 196 We're almost at 200 games benchmark, guys. We're great. We're getting some work done. I'm really happy and proud, and I can't wait to do more. I just want to keep improving the whole process to the point where it sounds and look more professional, both the show, the stream, right, and the videos when I upload them, but also like the whole project of like making a data bank here, creating this sort of system of like classification, and then try to do something with it, not just doing that and doing the benchmark and that's it. Like, what are we doing with that info, right? I can start writing reviews on Steam or whatever other platform where I play those games. Sometimes there's a way to leave a review. I'll be able to start, like I started making this this template, right? It's not quite there yet, but the idea is that I can select whatever games, like, you know, what have we played recently? Oops. What have we played recently? Surrounded. I Surrounded Beauty, right? We played that recently. It was a 4-star release game with no controller support. Dating FMV, like 5 hearts under one roof. And the story and character are truly great. Maybe there's a lack of polish here and there, so I still think it's a 4, but for me it's definitely a 5. I really liked it. So in this case, I already have a comment, and if I leave a comment and I start putting down my thoughts for each and every games that I cover on the show, at some point we're gonna have enough material to do something with it. Like, you know, there's gonna be value there. So I'll let's say we're not there yet, but there's more to come with the show. Like that, roll the ball. And in this case, I would say the difficulty is very casual. I even want to say balance, in the sense that you have multiple modes, and the first mode is basically it being super duper casual, where you have infinite moves, and the second one is actually like already a challenge where you have a set amount of move that you're supposed to use. Can you figure it out? Sorry. And there's 2 more modes, which I'm not sure how similar or different they are from what I had on 3DS, but I would say it seems balanced in terms of difficulty. Played extensively. I never finish it. I don't think I'm on 3DS. On 3DS, I think I might have finished one of the modes, but there was like 4 or 6 modes. Like in this one, it seems like there was 4, but I feel like there was more modes on 3DS, but I didn't finish everything on 3DS. But I know I did like a lot of them, like a lot of those puzzles. So I played extensively for sure. Puzzle, emergent, emergent because you can play the puzzle. There's sometimes multiple solution for one puzzle. There could be multiple solution. In some cases, it's going to determine how many stars you're going to get, right? There's the pollen. The pollen is not only getting my nose, but it's attacking my eyes tonight. What is wrong with the pollen? Emergent. So yeah, there's that, and there's also the fact that you have multiple modes that eventually unlock, and at some point, maybe like right now I only have 2 modes unlocked, but if I played enough, at some point I think the other mode's gonna unlock too, and you're kind of like free to grind whatever mode you want to grind. And like I said, in each puzzle you're kind of free to figure it out the way you want, and worst case you're gonna have a bad score, but in some case also you're gonna have like multiple solution for the same puzzle, because like right now it was like 4x4, right? But I'm pretty sure at some point the grids get a bit bigger. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty convinced of that. Anyway, great game overall, but maybe not a 5 stars. Speaking of, I think I already rated it here. And was I harsh with it? Also, this I feel is not true, right? This is like my expectation of it coming into the backlog benchmark. My expectation of the game when I added to my phone the first time around, like my expectation of the game before playing the game, was much higher. In fact, was more like a 4 or a 5, because I remember having such a good time on 3DS. This time I didn't see any ads or anything, so I don't know if there is actual ads in the game. I just remember not liking it on my phone for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm not sure why. But let's just say that if it's not a 3, it's a 2, because it might get a bit repetitive. There's no music. That's also a thing. There's no music. There's literally no music in the game. So to me, it's a lack of productivity, not productivity, but of production, of like polish, of like this lack of content. Like, there's no, you couldn't even like figure out like a little song or something, an ambient sound or something. No. Anyway, there's multiple reasons why it's like it's not the best game out there, but I like it. I'll give it that. Oops, we don't need one here. I'll give it that. I like this game. I like this game. It's a good game. I like it more than I should. I feel like I feel like it doesn't deserve that much, and that's why I'm giving it a 2 objectively. And once again, like I said at the beginning of the show, it's the kind of thing like maybe some people play this game and they don't agree. They think like, no, it's a 4, at least a 3. Like, it's definitely a decent game, and I want to say it's a. Actually, you know what? The more I talk about it, the more I like. When I think about this game, I'm like, this is a decent game. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And it's not a meh. And I like this game. I personally have to admit that I like this game. So here you go. I think the rating is better. Now, I said here puzzle and pipes. What do I mean by pipes? Right? Where's my Steam? Do I have a few good examples on Steam? I know I have a folder on Steam. Puzzle, pipes. Puzzle, pipes. All right, so here's a few examples of pipes. If you've seen games like that, come on, right? Literally a pipe that you need to connect, right? This one has, you get a good example here, right? You need to rotate the thing until you connect them in such a way that it makes a line, right? And this is like a recurrent type of puzzle game in many. It's like a sub game, right? It's like a type of puzzle game that you see in puzzle games where you have a bunch of puzzles. This is another version of the same kind of things, right? Whoops, there's no store page for this one anymore. Interesting. Is it really bad? I feel like I played this one too. I played 10 minutes. Well, maybe it wasn't that great. Lines is a very minimalistic looking type of game like that, where you have dots that you need to connect those dots, and to connect those dots you need to connect with lines, and you're in a grid basically. Also, I guess limited space. Anyway, this is a really weird puzzle, but it's also connecting lines for what I remember. This one is with rail, like little trains, so you kind of get the idea, right? Connect little trains by spinning the thing. So it's a similar type of games. In this one, you move the block around until you form the line, but you form a line. That's what you're doing. You're connecting A to B. That's what you're doing. You're connecting A to B. And that's what those games are about, the pipes games. So that's how I would describe this. This one is a pipe game. All right, let's get into the next one. Hopefully the next one has some music. Let's try one of the kitty cat thing. I'm curious, like for real. Is it any good? What is it gonna be like? Also, why is it opening like this as opposed to the other one earlier that opened like let me close everything like that. English. Can we see it? We see it perfectly. Perfect. So you see what I see. Oh, I guess I could have like full screen like that. Ooh, full screen. No file found. Yeah. Create a file. Welcome to Neko, Atsume, kitty collector. Let's start attracting cats and filling your cat box. You can attract cats by providing playthings to play with. Oh, I don't think it's gonna be what I thought it was. Maybe we need music then. We might have music the whole time. Maybe there's no music in any of the games. That's gonna be a thing. I was like, this is gonna be new, right? This is tonight is like kind of new completely. Like I'm trying this for the first time. I haven't tried it even by myself. I probably should have, conduct some test. But this is the first time I'm trying this Google Play beta thing. So I guess it's a thing with phone games. They don't have music because you're playing on your phone in the metro or bus or whatever. So like you're not listening to the music or sound effects or anything. I guess. Maybe the sound effects though. Okay, so with playthings and snacks, you can attract cats. Collectively, these are known as goodies. Let's start by buying some goodies. Tap the menu to upper left and select shop. Okay, let's go in the shop. First, let's buy good old rubber ball. Flip through the shop page by swiping left or right. Right, swiping. Swiping with my mouse, right? And we have 60 and it's gonna cost 60. That sucks. All right, we cut the rubber ball red. Can now place the red, not the red, just the rubber ball in your yard. First, select goodies from the menus. Goodies. Select the rubber ball, place it in your yard, left or right to browse through your goodies. Tap on any yellow circle to place a rubber ball. There's a bunch of circles here. Let's put the rubber ball here. Now let's set out a snack. Choose Thrifty Bits, and place it in the yard. All the goodies in the world won't attract any cats if there aren't any snacks. You'll never run out of Thrifty Bits, so feel free to refill the ball regularly. Thrifty Bits. Nice job. Everything's ready for your feline, whatever. Feline, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to say that in English, weirdly enough. A feline. Don't even, shh. I fucking don't know. C'est un félin en français, okay? It takes a little time before cats come to visit, so suspend or close the app by pressing the home button or its equivalent and reopen it after a while. Oh no. But just for tutorial purposes, try coming back right away. Just because it's the tutorial, don't wait too long, okay? Shift tab. Shift tab. Exit. Leave me alone, okay? I'm just trying to follow the instruction here. Congratulations, a new cat has paid you a visit while you were away. Oh my god, what is this game? So this is some sort of Tamagotchi thing, like some sort of like, I guess it's gonna be idle clicker. It's gonna be the closest. Yeah, it's an idle clicker. You need to click on stuff and then wait, and then you come back and you have stuff, and then you can do something with stuff, and then you come back and you do more stuff with the stuff. It's an idle clicker. Now you can view your profile at your cat book. You can also take pictures of it with the camera and view them in the album. Go ahead, snap a picture. That's it for the tutorial. As a reward, have 300 fish and 10 goldfish on the house. Oh, if you're still confused about anything, check help. But also, remember, those fish you just got, you're never gonna get those fish again. So if you use them, then you're gonna have to use real money. Because of course, right? Help kitty collecting. Alright, so now we can take a picture or some shit. Right? I'm supposed to take a picture. No, I don't give a shit. I mean, sure. Okay, what else? What else? What? No. That's the game? That's the game. Okay, guys, that's the game. Graphically, it's fucking ugly. It looks like it's made in Paint. It looks like an MS Paint game. Like, I could have drawn that. I could have drawn better than that. You don't believe me? You could have drawn better than that. Anybody can draw better than that. That's fucking ugly. Ugly ass game. No. Goodies, gift, others, settings, camera, cats. Cat book. Hey, you got Snowball that visited to you today, and there's a bunch of cats. You must be really fucking bored out of your mind to play this. Go back to the yard. Oh boy. What can we buy with all that beautiful, beautiful money? I have 300. I can buy another ball. Right? Should buy a ball. Oh, cardboard. A large cardboard. Dude, we want the cardboard. Yes. Set. I guess we're gonna put it there. There you go. Pillow. Yeah, they want a pillow, right? What pillow do I want to buy them? Or a mat? Or a cushion? Yeah, the cushion is not bad, actually. What color? Ooh, fancy. You want a lemon cushion? Mint. Or you want some shroom cushion? Well, we have 200. We cannot just waste it all on one thing, right? I'm gonna try to find the cheapest cushion. Wasn't there one for like 100? Could take that one and maybe buy another thing at 100 or less. Now everything's gonna cost like more and more if I keep going this way, right? 170, 110. Okay, there's hope. A blanket. You know what? A cat would play with a blanket, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, do I want a tier 2 cat tree for 200? I think I do. Oh yeah. Like I said, next time I need to pay with real money. Why? What do you mean I cannot put it there? Oh, that's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Where's my box? Or maybe I could put the box on the table. It's actually, you know what? It fit better if I put it on the table. There you go. Yeah. Got some gold. Should buy something with the gold. We'll never play this game ever again. Just so you know, like, I don't give a shit spending all that gold. All that money. Ooh, sushi. You think that's gonna last, or it's gonna just disappear as soon as they get to it? Soccer ball. The only place we have left is the tree trunk. Tree trunk for something less than 10 gold. Yikes, it's gonna be hard. There's not gonna be much of anything we're gonna find. Oh, wait, there was something. The bean bag. Well, shit, we're gonna buy the bean bag, guys. Set it. My whole place is all set up, guys. It's all set up. I'll tell you if I got some cats later, okay? There's no like, I want to disconnect. Reduce image quality. Oh boy. No, I don't want to reduce the image quality. I cannot even imagine what the reduced image quality would look like. Alright, so Neko Atsume. Kitty collector. It's kind of bad. It's legit bad, bro. I don't like it. Oh my god, the disappointment. Whoops, not the right thing. I click on the wrong thing. This. Neko. Oh boy. Neko, I swear. Oh, Neko. Look. It's bad. I don't know. What's the game exactly? What's the game? Who would play that? Oh, no. It's just bad. I'm trying to think if I have the equivalent on Steam. I have maybe 1 or 2 games that are kind of like that, where there's barely anything to do and it's complete garbage, but yeah, this is one of the worst one of the worst thing I've ever played. If you could call that playing. It's obviously gonna be something like, oh, you really like cats, that you want to collect all the cats, and at some point pay real money for no reason. My nose is driving me insane. Why? When my AC runs, I don't have this weird problem. It's only when I stream. I feel like it has a lot to do with me talking, and it makes like more air circulate, and that's why my nose tickles. Super freaking itchy. I did like I 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 5 episodes. It's been 5 episodes, guys. But we found another poop game. avoid Neko Atsume PT collector at all costs. Truly, you're wasting your time. It's bad. It's not a hidden object game. Oh boy, what is it though? What is it though? Um, idle clicker. Idle clicker. Like cookie clicker. Yep. Yeah, it's an idle clicker. And I say I like cookie clicker, and it's generous to compare it to cookie clicker. I don't know what's gonna increment anywhere, but it's gonna be a game where you need to come back every now and again, right? You're gonna go idle, and then you're gonna come back and click a little bit. I guess there's gonna be a bunch of games that are idle clickers on phone, but maybe we'll just have to refine what we mean by idle clicker at some point. But right now, when I think about an idle clicker, I think about a very minimalistic management game where you're managing numbers. You're just letting something go. You set something off. You let it run, and when you come back, you're kind of like hoping to be able to harvest something. Not necessarily. There's some games where you come back and you don't harvest anything. It's a matter of luck, and you need to like hope that next time you might. So like you need to let time go by. Like you cannot just play the game and put more time, more effort into it. It's not gonna work out. The only way to make it work out is to let time do its thing. So those are one of the features of idle clicker, and this game seems to be very much like that. And also I feel like it's so ugly and empty of any features. Like who would spend money on this? I don't know. I'm sorry, but you have to be dumb. Like you could spend your money on so many things. Yeah, it's awful. It's just plain awful. There's not gonna be any controller support. I'm not even gonna try, because all of those games are supposed to be phone game. So at best, I think with Google Play Beta, right? Google Play Games Beta, we're gonna have, at best, we're gonna have mouse. Probably no keyboard, just mouse. I'm expecting just to be able to play with my mouse. I don't even think about plugging a controller. Although maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So here, I thought it was going to be a game like Find All the Cats, but it's not that. Also, after tonight, we should have played briefly all of those games. I played Shadow Filter briefly. That's why it was already set at that. And I played Roll the Ball extensively, technically speaking. So, what is it though? Is it a puzzle, emergent? God, no. It's more like a management game, but management game is technically puzzle, right? And you're technically free. And unlike Cookie Clicker, I do not expect this game to have some sort of prestige. So without it being sequential, I would say it's more on the emergent side. So I guess I'll leave it like that. I guess it was kind of yeah, it was actually already set correctly here, weirdly enough, because it's games that are similar, because a lot of games on phone are going to be God perspective, right? A lot of those games are not going to be third person or first person. They're going to be management games with a set point of view, or like you can see multiple angles, but like it's a God type of like perspective where you're not controlling an avatar, you're just giving order or selecting things and, you know, moving a cursor. So solo, all of those games tonight, I'm pretty much expecting them to be solo. In terms of difficulty, though, this I'm gonna put to casual. There's no effort to be made here. There's no... You just have to close the game and come back later. For real. That's the gameplay. That's the game loop right there. Yeah. Very weird. So yeah, very disappointed. Disappointed. Oh boy. I'll just say that for now. Well, I'll try to leave a better note later. Try to save time and keep that for after the show. There's something I wanted to say at the beginning of the show, though. Regarding one of the games we've seen recently. I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Next game. We've done two. We've done those two here. I want to finish with this one. I guess I'll do those two. Maybe we'll be disappointed when we get to this one and figure out that it's not what I thought it was at all. But let's revisit. Let's give it another chance. And this one's gonna feel a bit like this one. It's gonna feel like a backlog, like in the sense that this is something that's been in my library for a long time. And this one, I didn't play. I didn't really like. I don't even know if this one's gonna have music either. Maybe not. Level 10. Oh yeah, I'm level 10. Totally. I'm totally level 10, bro. I played a lot. Sure, accept. Nobody reads that shit, bro. Of course, we could play a new, because I don't remember anything. The ID of your vault. Choose carefully because you select an ID, it can be changed. I mean, I didn't select anything. I'll just go with what I roll. Create vault. 7069. Lucky 69. Let's call it Lucky 69. The vault keeps people safe from danger from the wasteland. You can see there's a bit of ambient music, at least some sort of ambient sound or something. So I guess we won't need music for this one. Each room has a special attribute it uses. Assign dwellers with a special to make them... Okay. Vault Tech will give you a daily rating based on your performance. Remember to keep your dwellers happy and do a great job. So this is basically Fallout, but instead of like going on an adventure outside, you stay inside. I think. To be fair, we featured two of the Fallout games a few episodes ago, like almost 10 episodes ago. I don't remember which one, but like somewhere in between 30 and 40, we did some of the and to be fair, I never picked them up afterwards, which is a shame. But I know what those games look like a little bit, right? And it's all about going outside. So that was kind of the joke, right? About like this one is about staying inside. Overseer, let's introduce you to basic concept. Let's find build a room. Tap hammer to build a room. Sign here, produce power. Build. So I can build anywhere here to have power. I don't know what this is, but I guess we're gonna put it here. Now we need dwellers to make the power generator produce power. I got some dwellers here. I've shown up to the vault. Let's look at the stats of a dweller. Tap on a dweller and see their info. tap on it, which is like click with the mouse. But if you were on phone, right, it's you tap. So that's the stats. Okay. Yikes! She has low stats. He has high stats here, but the rest kind of bad. And I'm not familiar enough with the whole universe to know what special means. I know people who play the games know what special means, and they know exactly like I think this one is intelligence maybe or something like that, right? Charisma, I think, luck most likely, stamina. I don't know. But this guy looks good. Um, right? How do I pick them? Tap hold on the dweller and drag them to a room. Try signaling the dweller to the power generator. I did, right? Can I put her here? No, because the tutorial didn't say I could. So I guess I can't. Can I put her here? So I can put her with him, but I cannot put her here. What is this room? I guess it's not a room where you can assign anything. It's just like it's a break room. Hey, you have a cool worker. Don't spend all your time looking at her ass, okay? You better work, bro. I haven't put her there to distract you, buddy. Now that dwellers are working, the room will start producing resources. Double tap on the room to take a closer look. Denise and Aaron are here working hard. If you are in dire need of extra resources, you can use the rush mode. Tap the rush button to open the rush menu. Rush. Activate, increase the incidence. They want me to do it, right? Okay. Great, you've successfully completed your first rush and collected caps. Oh yeah, caps is like the money in this world. Let's build a second room. Dinner. Assigns dwellers here to produce food. Kitchen's gonna be here because I feel like it fits just right underneath that. It should probably be next to it, but it's too late now. Now let's build one more room. Dwellers produce water. Maybe the other level there? I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to connect all of those things together or not. I feel like it's gonna be like the trick, right? You need to figure that out, and that's what's gonna be the fun of the game, to manage all of this shit optimally. Ooh, some food, water to start your vault. Look at the meter to keep tracks of your resources needs. Okay, cool, cool. I've shown up to the vault door. Now you have to know the basic rules of the overseer role. Keeps expanding your vault. Just remember to keep your dwellers alive and happy. Good luck. Alright, so we got more people who wants to enter. Should we just tell them to fuck off? He has a lot of A, a lot of C. Oops. A lot of nothing. She has a little. I'm not gonna say it out loud. Because that would sound wrong. Well, you know. Alright, so I'm not sure what P means. But he has A, and I think this one needs agility or something. A. P. See? P. Alright, so P, you go there. A, you go there. What are you are? You're C. You're useless. You don't have P. Where's one that's the P? P, you go there. Anybody with good A? Your A is not astounding, let's say. Yikes. I have no use for you guys. Fuck off. You can send dwellers to explore the wasteland, drag a dweller outside the vault, and give them supplies to start their adventure. Go on an adventure, bro. You want to go on an adventure? If I put you here... Okay, what if I put you here and then put you outside? Okay, we're gonna try that. I'm gonna put them in and then put them out. Like the tutorial tells me to do. What do I give them? I have nothing to give them. They can go fuck off. Explore. Go and explore, bro. Good luck. In the right room. Upgrade your production room to produce more resources. Tap the arrow icon in the upper right corner to upgrade a room. Okay. The arrow. What room? Okay, I get it. Get this out of my face. This here? Upgrade. Upgrade for 250, but that's all I have. Alright. We'll upgrade it. Hopefully we can produce more. Alright. So, hey. What are you doing? Your A is not great, but he's alone, so keep him company. You just use the last equitable space living, build more living quarters to accompany the... Cool. How do I do that? Living quarters. Here? Oh, it's the same as that. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what is it? And is it fun? I'll tell you what, my first impression years and years ago was really, yikes. It was really bad. Didn't like it at all. Right now, with my experience with idle clickers and all of the games that I've played over the recent years, I'm enjoying it way more. I see we get like after a while you click on the room where you affected people, you can collect the resource. Like I see what this is, and this is the kind of game you can watch something, watch a stream, watch whatever you want to watch on YouTube, and just like have that in the background, play your little games and be busy the whole time while you're not really busy playing that much, because you don't really have to pay attention that much. You can listen to whatever you're listening, and every once in a while you just, when it's less interesting, there's like a little break or whatever, there's an ad. If you're watching stuff with ads, you can come back here and be like, oh yeah, I can click here, can do this. And I have to say, the game looks kind of good to what I remember. I don't know if it's the phone version that's better than the Steam version I played, or it's just I don't remember the Steam version to be looking this good. But yeah, pretty cool. I imagine that we need to do something about the rocks here to be able to dig. We probably can build here, maybe even up up until there, but I don't think we can build the rocks, and I don't know if we can keep building this way. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm imagining that we can build in between those two walls. That would make sense. Rad away and stim packs from the dweller information panel by tapping the dweller. Okay, sure. Who are you? Uh, I'll put you inside here for 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna send you on an adventure. Wish you luck. Okay, you're out. No, explore. Let's go. Good luck. Have a good life. All right. So what is it? An idle clicker this time, for real. You know, you micromanage your things. They accumulate over times. You level stuff up. Definitely a little idle clicker thing. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have more fun this time. I might even play it a little bit. I don't know if you can play on my phone. What? I guess now I can, since I can play both on my computer or on my phone and have the same file follow, right? Because what I do right now on this beta thing, it's all saved on the cloud, and I can just play on my phone, I'm assuming, and resume where I'm at, right? So that feature could be cool. Being able to play a game and being able to play on my phone. Yeah, I can see that being cool. Of all the games we've played so far, and I was not expecting to say that about any of the game tonight. This one I might actually give it a go. There's something fun about this here, and I'm getting some currency for some reason. I'm leveling up, and I don't know why, because I guess my dudettes are spending time here, and they're increasing their A or their P, or whatever they're having to do here, or maybe they're increasing other stats. I'm not sure, but they're level 2 now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying this. It's kind of neat. Not the greatest game, but pretty cool, pretty decent. Speaking of, what is it exactly? Is there like a button from here to close? Sure, you want it? Yes. Alright, Fallout Shelter. Just leave me alone. Asking how I feel every time. Enough. Fallout Shelter. Hey, there you go. I guess the games are already set in the correct order. We're gonna play them tonight, because the next one is gonna be Find a Cat. Alright, so Fallout Shelter. I was expecting a 3 because I already played it. And even though I didn't like it that much, I knew it was a decent game. I knew some of my friends told me that they played that a bunch. Like, I don't remember who, but I have at least 1 or 2 friends in real life, like, that I spoke with, that told me, yeah, I played that a bunch on my phone, or I played that a bunch, period. I wouldn't say like it's the most popular game of all time either, but the fact that I know at least, I want to say 2 people, I cannot think about somebody else. I feel like I'm sure I've heard people maybe on Twitch talking about the game because it's a Fallout game, or maybe on YouTube. It's a Fallout game. Fallout Shelter. Yeah, it's probably why I feel like I've heard about it from other people besides the 2 people that I know that told me that they liked it. So because of that, I was expecting it to be at least decent. And you know what? I don't know if it's above average. I don't even know yet what is the average you can expect on a phone. But I would say it's probably almost there if it's not there. Like it's very visually, it was very good. It's Fallout. It was pleasant. Um, I don't know, guys. I feel like it's either a 3 or a 4. And I want to give it. I guess it's gonna depend on what I give it personally. That's gonna determine what I think it is objectively. Weirdly enough. Um, at the same time, I need to be fair with the game. I feel like I wouldn't be fair. You see, like, if I hesitate so much to give it 3, maybe it's because it doesn't deserve to be a 3. I think the game has a good rep. I think the game is free. It's the Fallout universe. And for what I experienced back then, I still thought, even though I didn't like it, that it was a decent game. And my experience tonight with it was great. Like, for real, I was like, huh, this is kind of cool. I'm digging this. Digging, like, no pun intended, but like, you need to dig, right? This is cool. This is a cool game, yeah. So the question is, how much do I like it? Is it a 3 or a 4 in my heart? At this moment in time, like right now, today, I don't know if I want to give it 4 yet. I don't think it's ever going to be a 5 either. But you see, my feelings was what influenced me to give this objective rating of 4. Makes you wonder how objective it is. Maybe the game is actually a 3. Please tell me if you played it, if you have any opinion on the subject, if you watched this and you're like, yeah, I don't think it was incredible. Maybe you should have give it a 3, bro. I want to give it a. I'm having a good time with it. I have to admit that I'm having a good time with it, but I'm closer to be indifferent, and I'm closer to have the same opinion I had than to be completely like falling off my chair, being like, "Oh my god, that was the experience of my life tonight." No, it was way better than what I remember, but it's just because when I played it back then, like I said, I was kind of closed-minded. I didn't have much experience, I guess, with phone and idle clicker and stuff like that. I was kind of like really not into it at all. Like, what the fuck is this garbage? So maybe because of that, I guess maybe it's closer to a 3 than a 4. You know, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like mitigated. Like, do I even know what I think? Yeah, I think I'm being fair when I say that it is a little bit above average. It's good. It has the lore. It has everything from the universe of Shelter, whatever, like Fallout. But in this case, instead of going outside, you're staying in this shelter, and it's a little thing on your phone to play that reminds you of the other game that you might play after work or something. So I don't know. I think it's a good experience, and I think it's probably objectively more than just average. But it doesn't mean that I'm personally invested, because I still haven't played any of the Fallout, and yeah, I feel like this might get adjusted to a 4 or a 5 if I get to play more and get to like it. But for now, I'll be as honest as I can be, guys, because that's what I try to do in life. I have flaws. I'm a human being. I will lie to myself or lie to others because I lied to myself or whatever. But yeah, I'm as honest as I can try to be. I think that's the fairest rating here. And also, this time I was correct when I assessed it being an idle clicker, cookie clicker. I think that's the best description we can give it for now. All right, let's find out. Let's find out what is Find the Cat, Spot It. Is it going to be a Where's Waldo, or is it going to be something else completely? I kind of hope it's a Where's Waldo, bro. I love those, and I would like to have at least one on my phone. Maybe I would, especially if there's like actual content. I don't know if it's gonna be like one level with 100 cats and then you need to pay money, but let's see. Let's find out. You can be surprised, man. You can be surprised because they need to find a way to make money, but at the same time, they need to find a way to make you play, right? Allow to send you notification. Ah, fuck off. Fuck off with your notification. No. Meow. All right. So one out of the 25. I don't want to use that. I get it. Okay, so this is one of those games. And the fact that there's only 25 of them makes me think that maybe there's going to be more than one level for free. I mean, hopefully. Because if this is all the game and then you need to pay, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. But hey, at the same time, gives you an idea of how the game's going to play when you pay. So, is it good? Is it what I thought it was? Yes, it is a Where's Waldo. And visually, was kind of well made. It says that I leveled up here, level 2. Interesting. Or no, it's just level 2. You have access to level 2. Okay. There's multiple levels. It's still free. They're still not asking for my money. I'm curious what's the deal here. There's no way there's gonna be plenty of levels, right? Right? How do they make money with this? Meow. They collect my data. That's how they make money. Something like that. I don't know. Be careful. You lose life when you... with every cat you fail to find. Oh, if I misclick... Because like I click on the door, because there's so many games where you can click on objects. And if you click on object, the object, you interact with them. And then, you know, if you don't click, then you're fucked, right? So I lost a life there. Because I click on the door to check if I could open it. But I guess it was a mistake. Could you please rate for me? It was 4. 2 out of 3. Farmer cat. Level 3. Alright, so... and I wanted to know what it was and if it was exactly what I was hoping it was. And yes, it is. Find all of the cats. The thing is, though, that apparently you can run out of life. And I'm wondering if this is how they want to make money. Because they're not going to make much money with me. I can tell you that right away. I don't intend on paying for that unless it's reasonable and it's like, hey, for like $5 or less, you can have a bunch of more levels. I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll consider. If the game is good enough, right? But you gotta know how to sell your product as well, right? You cannot just like give me garbage and hope for me to be like, ooh, yeah, sure. There you go. All right, we finished the farmer cat here. For some reason, it says here like share the cat you won, the cats you won with your friends. Oh my god, fuck off. Ninja cats. Level 10, level 14. Huh. Okay, so there's a lot of content and it seems to be free so far, and I'm not sure how they monetize it, but if you ask me, is it good? Yeah. Yeah. Like right now, I'm thinking that I'm gonna rate it for what it is as my first impression, but I might have to readjust this depending on how the monetization works. That's what worries me right now. Like how they're gonna make money with this game. How they're gonna try to prevent me from there's ads. There's an ad right now. Okay. Okay. That's how they lose me. Yeah, that's an ad. Yeah, it's no, I don't think I'm gonna play much of that game. I really doubt it. I can't stand the idea of being brainwashed right now with even if I don't pay attention, I see it, right? It's there. It's right there, it's in my face. Fuck off. Fuck off. I don't wanna see that. I don't wanna see that. And that's when I quit. Exit. Yes. Okay, it was great until I saw an ad. But then again, that's the nature of the game, right? That's the nature of what games are on phone and what to expect. And maybe there is a way to in-app purchases contain ads. Maybe there's a way to buy something that prevents the game from showing you ads. If there is a way you can pay $5 or less to have no ads and you can still play the game for free, then I guess it would be a good game. And I guess I have kind of like no complaint. I just don't know how it works and how would I know how to play, how to buy the thing? Oh, it says in-game purchases. Wait a second, guys. We're gonna start it over. We're gonna go check shop, whatever it's cost. I'm curious. I need to know. No, don't allow. Fuck off. No, seriously, fuck right off. Where's the shop? They say there's in-game purchases, but I don't see anything that indicate that we can go into a shop. All right. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Exit. I do not know. But it's half disappointing in the sense that I'm happy that I figure, I knew what kind of game it was. I was right about it being a Where's Waldo Hidden Object Games. I had my expectation pretty low because I was like, it's a phone game, so I've been disappointed before. And those games, by definition, are not the greatest game, especially if it's like black and white and that's it. So all the levels are 25 cats. It's fairly easy to find each and every time. Um, I don't know. It's not the greatest thing ever. And then there is the fact that there is ads. Um, like I said, if you can buy the game and remove the ads to be able to play without ads, like no ads whatsoever if you pay, and it's a reasonable price, like something like less than $5, I would be inclined to give it a good score. But I don't know. I couldn't find out where the store is and how to get there. And until then, I'm gonna be stuck with ads or something, and I don't think I'm gonna even play more because fuck ads. No, just no. You're not gonna push your shit on me ever. I said no once. That's it. So to me, it's a 2. Objectively speaking, if you can tolerate ads, it's a serviceable game. And if there's a way to pay to remove the ads and play without having that being super obnoxious, I bet it's a decent game, but I wouldn't say it's great, nor even like, good, decent, whatever. It's like it's serviceable. It does its job. But it's super duper easy. There's only 25 cats. Like the images are kind of like small, right? There's just not much to it, and the fact that there is ads ruins the thing for me. And I don't even know if I want to give it a 2 because of the ads. It pisses me off so much. I'll give it a 2, but I don't like it. I'm not gonna say it's poop, but it's close to be poop. If you have to play with ads, it's poop. I I don't even know how to remove the ads, so it's poop. Okay, guys, it's poop. There's ads. There's ads in my gameplay. No. No. Nobody should tolerate having ads in their gameplay. Period. All right. I think, oh, yeah. Puzzle, emergent. Yeah, you can do them in pretty much any order. It's just a bunch of cats. Though it seems that this game is going to be sequential. It's a bunch of levels. So it's not so much emergent that it's sequential because it's a bunch of levels. So I guess that's a different, because usually I say emergent because usually it's like one board with 100 cats, and sometimes you can buy a DLC level or there's a second board, but most you could say that it's mostly emergent, like, right? But this one, it's like I did 3 levels or 4 levels in the amount of time I spent on it during the stream today. So it's fairly quick to do like panels of 25 cats, 25 cats. There's going to be a bunch of them. It feels more like a sequential game, right? And you cannot access prior, nor can you play the next one before you find the 25 cats. So sequential framework. Um, Fallout Shelter, I didn't say anything about the difficulty. I forgot. I would say it's casual. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a balance where you need to be smart and know what you're doing. And maybe I'll change that back and be like, oh, you know what? You need to be somewhat skilled at some point. Otherwise, you're just gonna ruin your shelter and it's not gonna go well. But it seems very, 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 very casual. It's just click, 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 leave the game there, come back later, click, 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 and it's an idle clicker. Find a spot, it's very easy too. Casual, definitely casual. Now, there one more game that is more like a game, that looks a bit more like a game, that I'm expecting it to be more like a game, that might have some production value, might be somewhat of a game. It's called Goddess of Victory, NIKKE, I don't know. Um, let's try. Let's find out what it is. Oh, it's some sort of shooter. That's why I picked that one. Because there was a bunch of like RPGs and stuff. So I guess that got me excited when I saw Pew Pew. Continue with Google. What do you want? Sure. Access that info. Yeah, that's all they need to know. Yeah, they don't need to know more of anything. That's it. Good. Okay, sure. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna show this to you just so you understand what I'm dealing with right now. So, all right. So, before you get in, and if you play games on phone, you're already familiar with all that bullshit. I'm personally not super familiar with that. I don't have to go through that bullshit when I just play a game on my Steam account. But want access to your Google account, right? Blah 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 blah. What's can access? Select all. Select available item for purchase for this application in your country. Seek, grant, and refund your Google Play purchase for this application. Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna buy anything. They can go fuck themselves. Okay, cool. To comply with the gaming access setting of Google Play games on PC, please ensure you enable the following permission during login. View items available for purchase in your country. Yeah, no. Failure to enable this permission may result in issues accessing the in-game store or completing payments. Oh no! Will it? Oh, that's sad. Man, I'm so sorry. Okay. Um, can link your Google account to your Level Infinity Pass account and sync your game progress. Sure. It's not like I have an account with that anyway. They need me to sign up an account for this. I don't have an account. I'm not gonna sign up. Don't link. Ah, Jesus. Set profile. North America, Canada. I agree to all. I've read, acknowledged. Nobody. I'm sure. Nobody gives a flying fuck about your. Nobody reads your rules, guys. And I'm sure it technically wouldn't stand ever in any court of law. And that is why most of you fuckers wants to go into arbitration. And just so you know, it's not gonna happen. What the fuck? X? YouTube? What the fuck? What is this? Official site? I don't care. So I don't have the game. I need to download it. I'm glad we were doing that last. This is our first and possibly last episode of Google Play beta stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not sure how much I want to have to deal with those login to a stupid account for some weird shit game like that I'm never gonna play more than once. And it's just like, why do I give my data to those people and stuff, right? It's like I kind of hate that. But hey, for science, guys, I'm doing this for you so you don't have to. Think about this. Anti-cheat expert. Oh boy, some sort of anti-cheat expert. They probably install some bullshit on my computer now that I didn't want to install. And I'm gonna have this thing. Let's see if I can move it like that so you can see better. The fuck is that? It's like update stuff. Nobody cares about update stuff. How do I get full screen though? Oh boy. Nobody reads, nobody cares. Shut the fuck up. Um, Reject all cookies. Fuck off. What the fuck? Oh, that's like play. Okay, so like we have the, what is this? That's the official site. Okay, I thought it was like the browser version or something. Okay, Is there like music or something or anything in this? God damn it. Is there a game at some point somewhere? What is this, guys? Oh my God. Look, I don't care. I honestly do not care. What the fuck? I just want to play the game. What is the game? Where's the game? What the game is about? It is this a game? I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was a game. Why do I have redeem rewards? We're getting close to a game here. Home. Sign in. No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There was something here. Daily quest. Sign in. Please link a game character with your level and keep redeeming coins link. Oh, fuck off. How do I play? Is there a game to play somewhere? Wait a second. So, for some reason, it opened some sort of fucking site for no reason? What the fuck, bro? Audio in English, sure. If you have English. During the game, require files, minimum voiceover, require files and all voiceover. I want all of the voiceover. You have not downloaded the required file. Proceed to download. How long is it gonna take, dude? It should take a few seconds, bro. We're on PC here. All right, it seems that we are almost ready to resume. Let me check. All right. Is there like a full screen mode, something that gives me full screen? I would appreciate. No. Pressing Alt Enter doesn't work. Alright, so they put us right into play. There's a... I don't know. You could say like a skull symbol or whatever.
Move. Encounter.
Wait, I'm fighting this?
Moving. Encounter.
Start
Moving.
battle.
BA-01 down! BA-01 down! Please respond! We've been shot down!
Okay. Oh. I would finally resume and we have some activity in chat. Hey. Well, wish it was actual real activity. Not a bot, but hey.
BA-01 down! BA-01! Useless piece of... Commander! I can't get through to the Ark! Commander?
Alright, so it's cool that there is voiceover. The art looks kind of nice.
No! They're going into cardiac arrest! AED! AED! Charging! Clear!
Okay, let's see the log. Interesting.
Commander! Are you okay? Can you hear me? Smile if you can hear me. Finally! Can you tell me which section you're from? Alright then. Up and at 'em. Raise your arms up.
I would just like to get the option to put it on full screen, but you know, it's playable, so I'm gonna shut up. Hope you guys can still enjoy it. Well, it's like in this weird window thing right now. It's fine, it's fine. At least we can finally play. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, for the Rumble and YouTube VOD, I'm gonna try to remember how I was doing it to accelerate the footage. I'm gonna take the footage where I was just loading and there was like the music at the beginning and I was talking about copyright music. I'm gonna accelerate all of that with the download and kind of leave it in the edit, but I'm gonna kind of, instead of just cutting that part out, I'm gonna try to keep that part and just explain that, you know, if you're watching this right now, yeah, welcome back to, you know, because that was like a good 5 minutes of download for no reason, and at the beginning there was like the copyrighted music that I think we can cut and maybe have a free copyright episode every once in a while. I like that.
Great! Everything is normal.
Damn, that's a rack.
Commander, can you hear me? We were attacked en route to our destination. The transport ship is down. Any Rapture within a 100-mile radius must have heard that explosion and is headed our way. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but I am now under your command. You're giving me orders.
Okay.
Can you do it?
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
Yes, Commander. Time to get to work. Keep your head down.
Thought it was some sort of shooter, but if it might be some sort of like turn-based strategy.
Please don't worry. I will protect you.
She will protect me.
No matter what happens.
No matter what happens.
Activating combat mode.
I just met her, but I guess she really likes me because no matter what, she's always going to protect me. You don't know, you barely know my name right now, like.
Engaging.
Also, what's up with, there's something that keeps
Commencing battle.
like with my eyes or something. I don't know, it's weird. Okay. It's like the pollen from outside itching my nose, but also my eyes, but especially this part here. But I feel like it's like it's not the same thing. It might be like oh yeah, it might be the air here. I don't know. Okay. Shoot the rapture down.
You're going down.
Oh, jeez. This is like hyper-sexualized game, bro. I just noticed all the graphics and shit. I'm like, okay, I see what's kind of on here. She reloads automatically.
Reload.
And the jiggles is real, guys. Oh, it's because I was not aiming correctly. That's why she was not shooting. First, against raptures, you will encounter high-ranking enemies that act as leader. These are the targets. Defeat these targets to achieve victory.
I can't keep this up.
So if I understand this correctly, this is like I played that on my phone, and all I have to do is basically press wherever I want to shoot. Looks like a very simple gameplay. Okay, gems. If there are insufficient free gems, paid gems are used automatically instead. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna spend
All
real
enemies
money on
down.
this shit, bro.
Transitioning to non-combat state.
Damn, that's a waifu shooter thingy thing. I don't even know what is it. I just feel like it's more about her ass shaking than it is about me shooting the robots. But, I mean, come on. This game is not about shooting things. So I'm guessing it's gonna be about collecting the little soldiers or something. Non-combat state.
My leg.
Her leg? Are you hurt?
I suppose you could say that. Hurt. Or rather, malfunctioning.
Because you're a robot?
Either way, my mobility hasn't been affected. Commander, this isn't of much use to a NIKKE. Nonetheless, I appreciate the gesture.
And
Thank you,
NIKKE.
Commander.
There was another game that I played recently. I think it was the RPGs. There was a big RPG I played before I started the show called Backlog Benchmark, right? There was this RPG I played. Shining, no, I always say Shining Dragons, but I think it's Shining something else. Is it Shining Dragons? Shining Resonance, or Radiance, or whatever. That game. Why was I talking about that game?
I thought you'd be more of a rough and tumble kind of person. Let's keep moving. The rendezvous point should be close by.
I know that game also had, girls like that. There was like fan services in the other game, that's for sure. I'm not sure why I mentioned it though.
Moving.
Not bad so far though. For a phone game, it's free, right? Obviously they want your money for at some point. You're gonna be like limited into the amount of action you can do into one day or whatever until you can play again, but full voice acting, the graphics are kind of neat. Yeah,
Moving.
so far it's not really,
We're almost there.
it's not awful.
Are you feeling alright?
It's not bad.
Your heart had stopped back there, but I managed to resuscitate you.
In that game, the Shining Dragon, Shining Resonance game, there was a. Is it in that one? No, it's another game. Oh no, it's a fighting game. I'm thinking about another fighting game. I think it might be Guilty Gear or one of the fighting game I've played recently. In that game, there was a bunch of girls that was basically angels that were robots or whatever. So that kind of like her, she's a NIKKE, she said. She was like she's like damaged. She's not like hurt. She's damaged. Like she has a malfunction. She's a robot or some shit like that. So that's why I was thinking like there's a similarity in between the two. But man, she states
If you're tired of walking, I can carry you.
She can carry me. I'm okay.
It's nothing, really. Carrying you is like lifting a feather for me. Come on.
Sure.
If you insist.
If you insist. Dumbass.
In that case. At least hold on to me a bit. Let me know if you need a rest.
This is I'm sure there is a name. I think the name is Gunner. I'll have to go check the description, the definition of Gunner, but I keep hearing Gunner all the time. So I guess that's the Gen Z version of saying that, like it's you know, yeah, it's one of those games.
Roger.
Man,
let's keep moving then. We've got raptures up ahead. I don't see any way around them. Stay here and wait for me. This will all be over soon.
At the same time, I feel like it's a beautiful image. It illustrates so much where our society is right now. The degradation of everything, perversion of everything. Everything is about sex. But it's like, it's another, you know, there was some of that when I was young, in the 80s, 90s, right? But, I don't know, there's something about the way sex and women's are showcased, right, in 2025, that it's like way more perverse than what it was when I was young. I'm not sure how to put it into words exactly. Like, it's not like, you know, the generation before, they completely were innocent and it was pure or whatever, but there was something that was not as degenerate. I don't know. Like, it was more about sensuality than sexuality, if that makes any sense, right? It was still about seduction, it was still about decency, while today it's just like people are complete degenerate. It's absolutely like there's no boundaries, there's no holding back, so to speak. As the battle progresses, your squad will enter burst mode. Squad, so that kind of implies that right now I have one, and later on I will have multiple girls. Burst skills will become available. Okay.
I will protect you, Commander.
Oh shit. That went fast.
Excellent strategy, Commander.
This was just like a tutorial, basically, just to show you what it looks like. Operation something. Alright, next. Moving. Encounter. So this time there's like 2 more people in our team, in our squad, but we don't see them. We don't see who they are, but I'm pretty sure earlier there was only her in the middle and nobody else around, so we're gonna know what they meant by squad.
Somewhere around here. Huh? Where is everyone?
Where's everyone?
Did the plan change after the transport ship crashed? Gunfire! Let's go check it out!
Let's go check it out.
How long are we going to wait here?
Oh my god, this game is something. Right, okay. Well, I hope your children's are asleep right now. Because they shouldn't see what you're watching. How long are we going? And if you're a kid, you shouldn't be here to start with. You shouldn't be on my channel ever. How long are we going to wait here?
Until they come.
Until they come.
We're sitting ducks out here. We'll wait until they come.
Man, what a fucking rag. That's crazy, bro. It's a bit much.
Did you not see how hard they went down? You saw that explosion. What are the odds of them coming out of that alive?
So how does it work when I control 3 or whatever, up to 5 of them? Like, do I control one and the other one are just like on the, like, automatic and they're just like acting on their own with like some sort of AI? Can I like, is it like an RPG where you can like give them strats and be like, okay, you stay on under your cover unless you really need to get out of cover, or like whatever? Like, how does that work?
We haven't received any confirmation of death. What? So we're waiting here until we do? This is the rendezvous point. Leaving here would throw a
Graphics are good though, right? Like I keep saying, it's clearly very sexualized, right? It's for the young lad out there, not necessarily the young girls, unless those girls are into girls. But I gotta say, graphically speaking, this, like, the high production value, there's voiceover, all of that on your phone. Like, this is meant to be on your phone, right? It looks pretty good. Really good looking game.
This is absurd.
Everyone!
You scared me.
I'm Marion. The commander is here with me.
Are you serious? How did you survive that explosion? I get that you're a NIKKE, but isn't that one a human?
Oh my god. I swear the pollen is really driving me insane with all the itching. It's impossible not to scratch my nose. I get what you're... Okay. Oh, I'm the human? Yeah, I'm a human.
Something's fishy about this. Are you really the commander?
Apparently.
Excuse me for a moment. Commander identification code red. The Squad 04F commander has changed. Abby, we don't even know them. How could you? Now's not the time to argue. There are raptures right ahead of us. Well, that much is true. From now on, you're in command. As the former commander is unable to issue orders at present, no formal procedures are necessary to transfer authority. The situation is urgent. I'll explain the details once the battle is over.
I thought I was in command. You're gonna be explaining things?
You said your name was Marion? What branch are you from?
I belong to Silvergun. I'm a machine gunner.
It checks out.
Dude, your tits are about to burst out of your thing. Come on.
Very well then.
Yeah, you can clearly see like the side of it. Anyway.
Alright, Commander. What's the next move? Awaiting your command.
Destroy the raptures.
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I want to see how it works with more than one girl at a time. It sounds wrong to say that. Alright, so do they all shoot when I shoot?
Hang in there, Commander.
Oh, I need to select them individually. Okay. Release your finger after firing because they need to reload. Okay. B, C. Oh my god, guys. I'm like, I was about to say, look at this, but like, what else can you guys do? Okay, so that's a game.
Oh, that was easy.
That is a game. I can't believe what I'm playing. Sure, I got something. Got some gems.
Well, that was easy.
But yeah, unless you guys want to see more ass shaking when you shoot the machine gun, and that's about it, guys. What is it?
Up to the surface all of a sudden?
It's not exactly a gallery shooter, but it's sort of like a gallery shooter. It's a gallery shooting, but third-person view gallery shooting, which in my... I need to go check how I classify that on Steam, but I have a folder for that. But now we know what it is.
I'm afraid so. He tried to shoot at the Raptures with a human weapon, hurling obscenities at them all the while. He knew that those pea shooters can't put a dent in a Rapture.
You two failed in your duties.
Hopefully it saves, right?
You're wrong.
I'm saying hopefully it saves, like I'm gonna
always
play
been willing
that
to
some
protect the
more.
commander.
I mean, maybe. I want to see that ass shake again, okay? I'm a man. I want to see that ass shake again while I'm not on stream and be like, wait a second, is this really shaking that much? No, but like seriously, I don't know if I'm gonna play that again. But I think we're done here.
Even if that meant sacrificing ourselves.
How do I quit? That's what I'm asking, actually. Oh, that's left shift. Nah.
But just because we're
I don't want to
put our lives
skip
on the line
either.
doesn't mean he'll always be safe.
Look,
All right, I was just saying.
Could you tell us your name?
Rookie. My name is Rookie. You know what? Maybe I'll never play the game again. They don't need to know my name. No, for real, I might never play this game again. Oh my god, the ass shaking and when you shoot, and I'm like, what is this game about? The game is about looking at your little cute girl ass shaking when you're shooting. What is it about? This is about like it's a bunch of anime girls, over-sexualized anime girls with guns. But the game, I gotta say, is somewhat good. This is the scary part. It was kind of fun. Like, of all the games we played tonight, this is a game I might actually play on my phone. Like, all you have to do is, you know, basically click on the enemies when it's time, you know, to get out of like hiding when it's the right time, right? That's the only thing you have to do. Click on the enemies when it's the right time, and that's it. Very simple gameplay. I don't know. I don't really play games on my phone though, so no matter how much, you know, I would like to see that ass shake again. I don't think it's worth it. Also, like, you need to sign up for this thing, and they keep asking you to read the thing. I don't know what the thing is saying or whatever, and I agree to or not agree to, but all right. We expected a 4, right? As in, I was expecting high quality, and I got that. High quality voiceover acting. The graphics were really good quality, really nice, fully animated and everything. And I'm not trying to make bad jokes, you know, bad puns or whatever about the fact that, you know, the girls were somewhat, you know, well drawn or anything. It's clearly it's the appeal of the game, right? It's all about like, hey, are you thirsty? Are you a man? Do you have testosterone? Do you want to look at cute little girls as you shoot stuff? maybe player games. That's why they use that kind of shit in all their games, and that's what it is. Now, for what it is, objectively speaking, did I find anything wrong with it that would make me take points away and be like, oh, this game is bad? I don't even know how to monetize this, but I don't think it's gonna be by putting ads in your face like the other game did. I think this one's gonna ask you, hey, you wanna unlock that sexy outfit? Wink wink. You wanna see that ass shake, but in the swimsuit or whatever suit you're fancy. It's gonna be that way. It's gonna be something like that, or like you got a bunch of girls, and if you want the hotter girls, you need to pay. It's gonna be some crazy shit like that, I'm sure, but I feel it's not gonna be something stupid and annoying like, hey, there's an ad in your game. Like when the game is literally a game about observation, so like of course you have your eyes open and you cannot ignore the goddamn ads. I'm kind of mad at Find a Cat. It could have been a good game. It could have been a good game. But yeah, all that being said, the game has high value production. Everything about it is great. The only downside is, one, it's hyper sexualized. So if you just want a good shooting, you know, gallery shooter game, third person gallery shooter game, maybe you can find another gallery shooting game. Like, especially if you're a woman, I don't think you want to see that ass. Okay, I don't think that's for you. So in that regards, I kind of almost want to take a point away from it because I'm like, I don't know if it's for everyone, right? Like, I feel like this is a very niche game. It's for the male gaze. It's definitely not for women. At least not women who are hetero, you know. Yeah, it's just, it was, what's the other, there was another negative I had before I kept on nailing the you know, hitting the nail on the head like that, because I cannot you know, look away and ignore it. It's just so much in my face. Yeah, I don't know what else besides that. It's kind of a 5 out of 5. There's voiceover, the graphics are great, the gameplay was good to the point where I'm ashamed to admit it, but I kind of almost want to play it. Oh, that's the negative point here. Negative point, it's waifu blah blah blah. It's, you know, very niche to the male gaze and blah blah. But also, like, I have a big issue with having to sign up to make an account for something that you've never heard before, and it's possibly the only game you're ever gonna play from that company, and they ask you to make a goddamn account to launch with their own unique launcher, because of course they cannot just launch from Steam or whatever. Like, they need to have their own launcher. That shit annoys the shit out of me. Like, I hate that. So if it wasn't for that, I would give it a 5 objectively. And that's why I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm gonna give it a 5. I like this game. I was impressed. When I saw it was just about cute girls and it was gonna be super hyper sexualized, I was not expecting good gameplay. It was good gameplay. Surprisingly good gameplay. And voice acting and all of that, like I said, high productivity value. Gallery shooting. Is there a gallery shooting? There is a gallery shooting, I know. Gallery shooting. It's not exactly like Go Squad though. That's what I needed to go on my Steam. Give me a second. Okay, so Steam, if we go into the action package shooter stuff here, Epoch. Okay, it's like Epoch. Epoch is basically that. It's a gallery shooting, but third-person view. It's a gallery shooting where you see your avatar, as opposed to gallery shooting where it's just you shooting wherever you want to shoot on the screen. In this, you need to take cover, and you need to hide behind cover, and get out of cover at your own risk to shoot. It's a different type of gameplay, and because it's a different type of gameplay, that's why I obviously put it in a different folder. And it really is that. It's not, I just put it out because it really annoyed me. I had one of my eyebrow that was really like too long, and it was like annoying, like kind of like, you know, what's the word? I don't know. It felt a little bit itchy on my cheek because it was like falling over like that. It's fucked up. Anyway, so yeah, Epoch. I'll add it because I don't think I have that. Oops, there, Epoch. Like Epoch. Epoch with a E, and it might even be like I don't know what that was. It might even be like a name that's like it's all capitalized. Okay, it's all capitalized. I'll write it correctly. Epoch. Yeah, that game was good. Speaking of Epoch, at some point, that's the thing I wanted to say at the end of the show, and we're pretty much at the end of the show, so I guess, you know, I'm kind of like in the right time to say that. But at some point, we're at episode 40, right? We have 200 games down. We're getting close to episode 50. By the time we're at episode 100, I would like to have what I call the basic category, the basic game genre. I would like to have that very nailed down and established as much as possible. And in order to do that, in the future episodes, one of the things I'm going to try to focus on is try to showcase and try to get through my backlog of those categories, of those folders that I have on Steam. For instance, the one I just showed right a second ago, we had this here, a bunch of shooters that I call Epoch-like. There are shooters like Epoch, and we need to define this a bit better. And we have precisely 5 games, technically 4 games, because these two are basically, this is a remake of this one, right? So it's basically twice the same game, but they technically also count as 2 games. And also, if we were to go and do that, right, to play those 5 games in one stream, we would be able to be like, okay, now we know what a Epoch-like is. From now on, whenever we see another one, we'll be like, oh, remember Epoch? Remember episode 50, 60 something? So yeah, that's gonna be a thing that's coming pretty soon. It's gonna happen more and more, where I'm not just gonna play old games, I'm gonna showcase games that I've played already in order to really get through the whole library. Showcase all of the games. I want you guys to see everything there is to see. And for me to experience everything there is to experience, and to talk about everything there is to talk about. So like, truly, we're gonna get through, hopefully, if we can, if I don't die tomorrow, you know, if the world doesn't end tomorrow, we're gonna hopefully try our best to cover as many games as possible. And like we're doing tonight, we're on Google Play right now. We're playing phone games. Like, what the fuck? I don't have to do that, right? I don't have to play on Luna. I don't have to play on all of those platforms. But I'm doing it because I want to be on top of things for you guys. I want you guys to watch this show to always be on top of the news, to be on top of things, and to know exactly what's good and what you should be paying attention to, what you should looking for, and what you should be playing, because I want to know as well, right? And it's like, as much as I'm passionate about that, let's do that together. So last game here, like Epoch. Wait, Epoch was already an option? It was already an option, bro. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't think any of the game would work with a controller. I haven't tried, but I'm not expecting any of the phone games to work with a controller. Although I could be surprised. Could be surprised. So does this game work through combat? Yes, I think that's how you prevail. Although maybe some of the prevailing has to do with collecting the girls. I don't know. But I would say that the gameplay seems to focus around combat. So it's a combat game. Is it sequential? I would say that it looks like it would be sequential. I don't know. Yeah. My first guess is that it's sequential. Following, you see your avatar. You are mostly controlling your avatar, even though the only action that you do is basically click on the enemy to make your character get out of cover and shoot. And there was this mechanic that they kind of asked me to move like that, like if you're supposed to be just to move your character out of the thing and then shoot, but I don't see why you would do that. I think you just shoot, and when you shoot, your character gets out and then gets back and hide. So, but it's technically you're controlling your avatar, so it's not a god viewpoint or a immersive, or the other one that we never use, which is the mind, which is like mostly inside your head type of action. There's a few games that, at least one game that we've showcased so far that was like that. But there's definitely some games out there. We're gonna have this perspective at some point be used. I don't think you're gonna play that with your friends, especially if you spend your time looking at those imaginary anime girls' ass. Yeah, or boobs, because they sure have racks. Difficulty. I don't know if it was that challenging. Maybe it's gonna get harder than... There was definitely some element of challenge. Like, I got hit. I know I got hit at least once or twice when I got out of cover. So you need to pay attention and not just like shoot to shoot, right? But I don't know how hard it would get. And I'm not trying to make any puns here. Like, that would be a really bad pun. Yeah, that game was surprisingly good. I'll give it that, over all my criticism of like me being some sort of prude or whatever, being against like over sexualizing character in games. The same way I was uncomfortable when I played a game that Billy sent me with the Japanese girls, right? It's a bit kind of, I don't like that kind of stuff. Those, you know, was kind of like the holy shit, we got a raid. Thank you so much, Grimgut. Thank you. I don't know why my alerts are not working right now. I'm very sorry about that. That's a shame. Why am I not... Do I need to log into this every time? Damn it. Is there a way? Alert. It's too late now. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you so much for the raid, Grimgut. I hope your stream went well. I'm assuming you were doing some Valheim. But yeah, thank you so much, man, for the raid. You got me at the end of the stream here. I'm just trying to ramble a little bit and try to close up, because we've tested 5 games, as we always do here at the Backlog Benchmark. We sit down with 5 games and we try to figure out what they are and if they are any good. And tonight the games were on Google Play, We play a bunch of games here on Google Play. Phone games technically, but we have the Google Play Game Beta launcher, and it allows us to play the games. And the last one we played was this one here, NIKKE, Goddess of Victory NIKKE. It was a sort of like a gallery shooter with, you know, you take cover, so it's a third person gallery shooting. But this one is, you know, a bunch of, you know, cute little waifus that you, I guess, collect or something, and you need to manage. So the gameplay looks kind of decent. Honestly, it was surprisingly good. I was not expecting it to be that good. What day are we? We are the 8th. Also, why is it invisible? That's weird. Alright, Grim, I don't know if you're here, if you had to go AFK because after your stream you were tired or something, and you might, you know, you might need a break. But once again, thank you for the raid, really appreciate it. I just want you to know that really appreciate it. And for anybody who joined and are new, if you don't know me, I'm Oxney, and I'm hosting this show almost every day. I'm gonna sit down and try different games, and we never know what we got, if it's good. And my goal here is to really try to showcase as many games as possible. So if you have any suggestion on any of the games that you know on PC, like anything you can think of, please let me know. I'm always looking forward to play more crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to wrap this up here, guys, and I'm gonna try to send the love elsewhere. Send you so you can watch somebody else do something else, just rambling about. You can watch some gameplay. So yeah, that was gallery shooting. And did I put the difficulty at the end here? My mouse just died. Great, good timing. Oh yeah, I said balance. Yeah, I don't know if it's that challenging. I think it's kind of balance. And all of the 5 games tonight, right? Which one won my heart? Which one really was out of this world good compared to the rest? Well, it sure wasn't Neko Atsume GT Collector. That game was bad. Find a Cat was kind of decent, but the problem was like the fact that there is ads in the game. Like, who wants to play a game with ads? Like, nobody wants to play that. Fallout Shelter almost makes the cut. Okay, I'm gonna say it's between Goddess of Victory and Fallout Shelter, because the old version of Roll the Ball on 3DS was great, but the version I played might be the exact same game, but for some reason playing it on phone feels weird and cheap. But when I played it on my 3DS, with the fact that it was like with the stylus on the, I don't know what it was, but there was something about that game that I really used to like, and when I play it on my phone, it just doesn't resonate with me the same. But Fallout was a really good surprise, as one of the games that I actually touched barely a little bit in the past, like years ago. It was kind of by definition sitting in my backlog all these years. It was surprisingly good. I really like that one. But I gotta give it to Goddess of Victory, like for real. And yeah, this game is legit good. I might have to play more to figure out what's bad about it, if there is something bad about it. Like, I'm guessing maybe the monetization could be evil to the point where I'm gonna be like, ugh, why did I ever play that game? But as a first impression, the little time I had with it, maybe it's very niche because I don't see like women necessarily playing that, but The gameplay was very solid, high production value for a phone game. That was way superior to pretty much everything else we've played, except maybe Fallout Shelter, that is just behind being like a decent little game management game, but nothing fancy here. There's no high production value and nothing of the sort, so it's kind of a, you know, it's a mixed bag, but it's a good game. And for people who are a fan of Fallout, which I think is maybe not a majority of gamers, but a bunch of gamers, there's a lot of people out there who are fans of Fallout. You know, definitely a good title to go to. But yeah, I would say tonight the one that impressed me the most of those 5 phone games was this one, NIKKE, Goddess of Victory. Definitely worth it for a free game. Makes me want to give it a second chance and maybe even like sign up for the stupid account, because if you don't sign up, I'm guessing you don't have a bunch of feature luck. But I'm not a phone guy. Like I don't play games on my phone, and anything that requires you a specific launcher and a specific account, like I'm not a big fan. But yeah, it was a good experience. It was really fun discovering that, and I don't know when we're gonna do more of the Google Play Android phones, but I'm gonna try to ask people whenever I see people in my chat. I'm gonna ask people in the comment, whatever, leave me some games to play on phone. What do you guys play on phone? I don't play games on phone, but hey, there's some games out there that could be very good, so we'll try to feature them on the show and showcase them to let everybody knows and figure out what they are and if they're any good. All right, guys, I'm gonna go check real quick here who's doing what, if there is any one. And I'm afraid there is nobody. I was probably going to raid Grimgot, because I do that a lot at the end of my stream, and there's absolutely no one to stream in my list whatsoever. I have no channel live right now, which is weird, because usually there's at least one, you know, one big streamers if there's no small ones. I'm sorry, I cannot raid tonight. But on that note, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. It's always really, truly appreciated. You have an amazing rest of your day. You take care. Hopefully we see each other pretty soon. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If the weather is good, I'll try to stream early. But today the weather was super duper warm. So I had to get my AC on the whole day. So that's why we stream super late like that. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna stream, but I would like to stream tomorrow. I would like to do at least one episode if I can. But it's gonna be a surprise both for me and for you, because tonight was the last night of games that were set up and planned ahead of time. The rest for episode 41, I have nothing yet set in stone. We'll find out tomorrow. And yeah, until then, you guys remember, life is super short. Make the most out of it and go out there, be that change that you want to see in the world, because nobody else can be that change. And maybe, you know what, maybe that's why we're here, to see that change that we need to change, to do something about it. So how about we take responsibility and go out there and do that, right? Anyway, guys, I love you. You take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.